Hey guys, let's talk about, of course, once again, buying and selling Pokemon cards. I'm still waiting for some of my packages to arrive in order to do some openings and some experiments with eBay buying and selling. But while we are talking about buying and selling Pokemon, let's talk about one specifically I believe you should probably always purchase as just a slow, steady increase expected, but almost guaranteed. Obviously, it's kind of obvious which one we're going to talk about, and it's Pikachu. And of course, one of the main reasons is Pikachu is the main character in the show. Pikachu's had several animated movies, and even in the past couple of years, had a whole movie dedicated to Pikachu called Detective Pikachu, and it helps that Ryan Reynolds was the voice actor for Pikachu. Um, but Pikachu's a good card to buy, especially because they usually tend to misprint Pikachu. Even when Pikachu first started out, they misprinted Pikachu. They got the cheeks wrong. It's really funny. This is considered the correct print, which has yellow cheeks, but Pikachu's always had red. But this is considered the misprint because this was the card how it was mainly printed out. That's kind of the only misprints I have right now of Pikachu. But I'm aware that there are plenty of other misprints for Pikachu. But besides that, you just gotta understand that things that tend to affect pricing is how much this Pokemon is advertised. Pikachu's advertised by everybody. Pikachu isn't a hardcore collector Pokemon. There is certain Pikachu cards like the Pikachu Illustrated card, which goes for an insane amount of money. You have to find the right buyer. There's only like 5 in the world made. But yes, Pikachu cards are extremely common. That works out in your favor too, because people buy them and then they lose it or they tear it up, destroy it, wear it out, play it. If you're buying it with the intent to sell it, you will almost see an increase. It's almost like a guaranteed stock, or at least a stock that pays dividends. Pikachu cards probably will never just jump up in price like the Charizard card did, that everyone knows about. Even people who aren't hardcore collectors, who just kind of Pokemon, know that the Charizard card's worth a decent amount of money. The only way you're going to get them is getting lucky from someone who doesn't, or find it in a storage bin that you won in an auction, or find it at a garage sale from a mom who doesn't know better. But Pikachu's always going to go up in price. Of course, it helps to get, in my opinion, some of the specialty cards if you can get them at the right price. People will also be aware the issue you're going to run into there too is with specialty cards like Birthday's Pikachu. And if you're buying it to sell it, don't put your name up there. You're not going to have a fun time selling it. What tends to happen is people who aren't collectors that have the cards that you try and buy it off of, if it's a holographic, they always ask premium for holo, which is fair, but they may ask for an insane price compared to people who aren't collectors but have the card may not know that this Pikachu, which is a misprint, which is shadowless, which they might sell for $3, is worth a decent amount of money considering that this is probably a 9, PSA 9. So yeah, it's a good card to buy. And I just wanted to mention that I'd like to do, this was just off the cuff. I don't have exact numbers. I just know that when I was looking at cards, when I was starting to get into the idea of reselling cards on eBay, that I noticed, I wanted to see how the main character sells from the show, especially the original base set cards. I'd like to kind of make the show more about economics in Pokemon, but we can also talk about certain cards. I don't really watch the show, but maybe I'll, reflect on some of the older episodes that I did see. And I do not have one on hand right now, but I would like to do an episode on the Charizard card and explain the economics of why it blew up in price. And as I just said earlier in this video, you probably shouldn't buy it with the intent of making money, unless you can find the right deal, which is going to be hard because a lot of people are asking premium. Yes, it will probably still continue to go up. That's for another video. But these will continue to go up. It won't be gigantic jumps, but I strongly suggest getting them. Right now, something that's out that is actually kind of hard to find, I had to buy it online instead of buying it on the shelves, is the Detective Pikachu box. I know you're sitting there saying, Mr. Chicken, everyone's buying that box. The Detective Pikachu comes in that box, most of them, and on top of that, there is certain boxes he's guaranteed. So yeah, sure, he's rare, he's hollow, and he's Detective Pikachu, but he's not worth jack shit. Yeah, right now, as I said, people are aware he's not worth jack shit. There's going to be some people who hold on to it. Those people usually give up within a year or two. There's going to be people who give up within 5 years. There's people who are going to just use it to play, which is fine. It's a card game. You can use it to play. People who collect it are generally trying to just hold on to a piece of childhood, or also, it's a piece of art. The Detective Pikachu card looks pretty neat. It's got some stuff behind, into the picture, and, it's hollow foil generally. So it's got some collectability to it. Right now, yeah, it's flooding the market in a sense, and everyone has it. I also have purchased a Detective Pikachu box, which I'm just waiting to come in from Walmart, because it looks like everyone else went and bought all the Detective Pikachu boxes. So, and they're trying to win that Charizard. See my other video on how to cheat the system and get a Charizard for free. Until then, shorter video than I usually do. Just wanted to do a brief economic talk on one card I definitely suggest you buy, collector or for selling. Mainly for selling though, unless you're just a big fan of the show. Because in generality, with all the Pokemon, Pikachu is really not, in my opinion, that interesting. But yeah, like and subscribe if you'd like to have a chance to win this Vileplume Pokemon coin. If you don't know, it's a Pokemon coin from a theme deck back in the 2000s. And these go for about $5-10 on eBay, and we're giving it away come this Friday, April 24th, 2020. So go ahead, like and subscribe, and yeah, that's my video for now.